piece of Channel Islands history is being studied at the Santa Barbara Museum of Natural History.
And News Channel 3's Kelsey Gerkins tells us about a mammoth find in the making for more than 13,000 years.
At the Santa Barbara Museum of Natural History, a special delivery, one brought in by Mammoth movers. That pun fully intended.
It's extremely well preserved.
It's a rare find.
Indeed.
What's in this box has scientists amazed, but getting to this point wasn't easy.
This guy's traveled more today than the last 13,000 years.
Flash back to 2014 when biologist Peter Laramendi just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Well, we were walking along and we just kind of looked up to the left of us and there's just this mammoth tusk right there.
A mammoth discovery, literally. Laramendi made the find of a lifetime on Santa Rosa Island, and that is what started this 2-year adventure.
We went back and I thought we'd have an easy, just a tusk, which we could recover in an hour or so. That was in October of 2014. We finished the job today.
Since the discovery, Don Morris has led a team of paleontologists from the National Park Service to safely remove this fossil and bring it back to the mainland.
We brought a very well-preserved mammoth skull from Santa Rosa Island. It's easily the best I've seen. It took a while because we found out the tusk was connected to the skull, and then we knew we had a very complex project.
What makes this find so remarkable is the mystery behind the fossil.
We're not sure whether it's a small, full-size Columbian mammoth, the species that got out to the island originally, or whether it's a large variety of the pygmy mammoth.
Or could it be the missing link between two different species of mammoths? That's the question Paul Collins at the Santa Barbara Museum of Natural History is trying to answer.
The interesting thing about this particular specimen is that it's a specimen that's intermediate in overall size between a full-size Columbian mammoth on the mainland, which would have stood at shoulder height at 14 feet, and the pygmy mammoth, which at shoulder height was only 5.5 to 6 feet. Really unusual to get a fossil that is kind of midway through that process of dwarfing, to actually have a specimen that you can look at that's showing that active process occurring.
Besides possibly being the missing link, scientists are more intrigued by this find than others because charcoal samples date the skull to be 13,000 years old. That means the mammoth would have been alive at the same time man arrived in North America.
Yay!
They named the fossil Larry, and he did well in his journey from Santa Rosa Island. Now he will be poked, prodded, and studied at the Santa Barbara Museum of Natural History.
If it's suitable for exhibition, then we'll probably get it out for the public to be able to see.
So why the name Larry? You can thank the man who found it, biologist Peter Laramendi.
It's kind of all really overwhelming and hard to just grasp the significance of it because it was just this side profile and now it's this giant skull. It's pretty amazing.
Reporting in Santa Barbara, Kelsey Gerkins, News Channel 3.
And the Santa Barbara Museum of Natural History will even let you watch them as they work on Larry. The special viewings will take place twice a week starting in late January.